Hello, everybody. I'm sure as I speak, some of you are at the age of 55 or above. You are working as the members of government. And if you are working for government, you are members of the GPF. So the contribution that you are making to GPF. And maybe some of you, as we speak, you are thinking that you want to leave, either in a form of resignation or you want to go on pension. It should be noted that as a government employee, you have to pension at the age of 60 and above. Any time earlier than that, it is regarded as early retirement. So on the basis of that, your fund, which is GPF, if you retire earlier than the expected time, will penalize you. Now, if I am to explain the penalty is 0.33% from the month of your resignation until the month you reach age 60. Let me give you an example. Let's say you retire now, which is February, end of February. So they will start deducting 0.33% until, let's say you're 55, until you reach age 60 at February. So, but they don't take it every month. So this helps you to understand the amount that they are going to take. But that is the deduction that they'll take it at once. So that's a huge amount of money. Some of the people sometimes, what do they want? They want to say, oh, let me resign, let me take my money, and probably I'm going to start a business or do this and that. And then when you do that, you get huge tax. Why you are being taxed hugely is because the government is worried about people who are leaving, because when they leave, what happens in most cases, I'm sure you know, in most cases, after 2 or 3 years, people want to come back or they want to join the grant system or the SASA system. And the SASA system takes huge portion of the fiscus, and the government wants to discourage that. So the government believes that a professional of your caliber and myself who are able to create their own pension, you need to create your own pension. So now to help you to avoid penalties, huge taxation, we are going to assist you together with Allen Gray. Allen Gray is a product supplier that I work with that helps you to do that. So what we are going to do is you'll resign, but you transfer your money to Allen Gray, which is an independent fund organization. They are allowed to do this, to do that. In that process, there will be no penalty. In that process, there will be no penalty over and above, even the taxation will be minimal. Let me give you an example of one guy that I assisted. This guy was leaving and he phoned me, he wanted to know how is he gonna save? And then I realized that the taxation was going to be 1.4 million from his pension. But I then introduced him to this process and said, look, you better resign and transfer your money to an independent fund. In his case, I transferred his money to Allen Gray. They tax him only 277,000 as compared to 1.4 million. So I saved him 1.1 million at 23,000 rand. So that's a lot of money that I saved. And I took the very same amount and reinvest it and make him to earn it every month. And now the beauty about transferring the money with Allen Gray, you'll get 1/3 of the gratuity amount, just like the same people who are going on pension. But the advantage is with us, with Allen Gray, you can get about 1/3, two gratuities, all right? And not only that, and then you'll get the 2/3 gratuity. Simultaneous, you'll be able to choose how much you are going to earn, all right? And then as compared to the other arrangement. Now, for instance, if let's say you choose, you want to earn about 30,000 or 25,000, whatever amount that you choose. So that will be your prerogative. And simultaneously, you'll nominate whoever is going to benefit if you pass on. So there is no a situation whereby if you pass on, then your wife or your spouse will get 50%. If your spouse and your wife pass on, only your children who are 22 years and below. In our case, you can choose anyone irrespective of years, even if they are 50 years, as long as you have chosen them, whether they are children or not, as long as you've nominated them as your beneficiary, they will benefit. And they will benefit according to what they want. I know sometimes government employees, they complain about, what about the medical aid and so on? We will arrange that you get a medical aid. I'll give another example. There's one gentleman who also indicated to me that he's going to lose a medical aid. But I want to look, I went through his situation. Then I realized that he was paying 12,000 from his pocket. And then in order for 7 children and him and his wife to be covered. But funny enough, simultaneously, that 12,000 could not cover all of them because one child was taken out because it was alleged he's above age because this child was 35 years old. Thereafter, I made an arrangement for him to get an alternative, a service provider. They covered all of them for 7.2, 7,200 out of his pocket. So I saved him something like 4,800 rand, which we took it and invested in an investment so that it can generate income for him. So those are some of the advantages that you benefit. But remember, when I said your children will get that beneficiary only if they're 22 and below, according to GEPF rules, you need to notice or take note that those children, their money is kept at 10%. Let's say you were earning 30,000 as your monthly income. Your children will be getting 3,000. And the more children you have, the lesser they get. What does that mean? If you have about 4 children, those children, they will divide that 3,000 into 4. If they divide that 3,000 into 4 children, that means each child will get about 750 a month, but up to the age of 22. After 22, they are not going to get anything. So on the other side, your children, they can get whatever money that they want. As long as they work in conjunction with me as an advisor to assist them not to take more than what they invested, all right? But there's nothing like 10% and then the age limit and so on. So those are some of the advantages that they can benefit. If you want us to assist you to learn more about how can we help you, just give us a call. As you can see, I've left our WhatsApp on the screen immediately after this video. Then drop us a WhatsApp, then we'll call you. We're going to call you for free so that you're able to discuss. Then we can discuss in details, look at your situation very closely. I thank you.